Hey everybody, it's Kaylin Angelina, and today we are going to be doing a track-by-track breakdown of the Life of a Showgirl album, the new album by Taylor Swift that comes out in 2-3 weeks on October 3rd. My previous video was also a video about the Life of a Showgirl right after she announced it, and I kind of got into what I thought each of the songs was about, but this is going to be sit down with each track and tell you what I think each track is going to be about after I've had a couple weeks to digest, see what other people think, pull out my tarot cards, tap into my psychic abilities, and tell you what I'm predicting for these 12 tracks. The last video was also about the Life of a Showgirl, and then the video before that I think might have been me the video where I go through all the kids shows I watched as a preschooler. So if you're interested in nostalgia stuff, watch that. It's pretty good. It's a nice trip down memory lane. Anyway, let's get into the track list and what I think each of these songs is going to be about. Also, I don't have anything orange. I don't have any orange clothes except for one workout thing that is super hot, so I knew I couldn't wear it. So I just wore a Playboy shirt. I know it's not the same thing, but in some ways, Showgirl, yeah, okay. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so first, the Fatal Ophelia. We already know the Hamlet reference, and I feel like the album cover, in my opinion, is a nod to the drowning of Ophelia. I'm not going to pretend like I know a whole bunch about it because I don't, but what I think this song is going to be about is kind of perception of Taylor. I really think this is kind of going to be a concept album, and I feel like this really is going to be a top to bottom, listen to it track by track how she has it set up. So I feel like it's really going to be telling a story. So I feel like Fate of Ophelia, I have my notes in my Taylor Swift journal. I feel like it's going to be about how she's seen, or how she's kind of seen as messy. And I wrote scatterbrained, cynical, sarcastic, gossipy, insulting, rude, lack of planning. But on the other side of that, opportunities, resources, abundance, prosperity, security, stability, and manifesting. So I feel like it's going to be a thing where she is seen one way to people, but she's really this way. They think she's this, but she's really this. And I feel like this is going to be just showing her artful side in the different layers to being in the spotlight, and with how the things that she does are perceived versus what they really are, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's she said this album was going to be a look behind the curtain, so I feel like that's kind of what the Fatal Ophelia is going to open with. It's going to be the opening of the curtain, kind of. It's going to be it's going to be her opening the curtain and being this is what people say I'm doing with this thing, with this fame I have, but this is really how I perceive what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm excited for the Fate of Ophelia. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a good opening track. Next we have Elizabeth Taylor. This is another one I'm super duper excited for. What I know about Elizabeth Taylor is I know she was very somewhat materialistic. She loved her diamonds. She's also was known for all her relationships. And I think this is kind of gonna be somewhat of a follow up to the Fate of Ophelia, kind of staying in that thing of this is what I do is perceived as, but this is what it really is. So it's oh, she's braggy and overconfident, and it's why am I overconfident? Why am I not just confident? Or so I have thinking things, what people think when they just see the stars. So greed, materialistic, wasteful, greed, wasteful, poor financial decisions. I feel like all she, that thing of like all she does is spend her money. She has no care. She did, exploitative, possessive. But then on the other side of that, strength, courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, self-confidence, inner power. So it's like you are seeing all these negative things, but really like it's actually this. Like you're just like taking what I am and putting it in a bad light, kind of. Like anything I do is seen in a negative light, even if it's not done with negative intentions or if it's not negative at all. And I feel like this is gonna be like a big music video, like pop moment. Also, I feel like the Fate of Ophelia, going back to that, I feel like that is going to be like if you put 1989 and Folklore together. I feel like that's gonna be like the vibe musically. And then like Elizabeth Taylor, I feel like is gonna be a pretty big pop moment, like an oops I did it again type thing, if that makes sense. Next we have Opalite. So Opalite is like a man-made. I looked it up when she first posted the track list, and it's pretty much like not, it's something that's man-made. It doesn't come naturally, which to me I think of somewhat of like imposter syndrome, of like I'm here but maybe I shouldn't be, or kind of just like self-doubt and feeling like I wasn't actually made for this, and this isn't actually how things are supposed to go, and now I'm here and I don't really know why, almost like almost not believing in yourself. So I have self-doubt, weakness, low confidence, indecency, cowardice, forcefulness, but then on the other side it's going to show what she brings. Like she might be a man-made, like not, but she brings happiness, light, like you know what I mean? Like she doesn't know why she's here, but she is here for a reason, and maybe this song is her discovering that reason of bringing light and joy and bringing like the gratitude that she brings to this industry or into this world. Or it could be like how everyone's surprised that this girl became what she did because she's an opalite and she's not supposed to be as big as she is. Watch her be later because she's an opalite. Next we have Father Figure. Again, I've said this in the last video, I'm pretty sure. This is most definitely the track I'm most excited for because Father Figure by Georgia Michael is one of my favorite songs ever. If I am lucky, she will sample it in some way because I just love that song. And I think this song could be about her feeling like a father. This is gonna be weird, but like how like she's seen as the person who has to do everything right. She has to be the role model. Sometimes like she doesn't want to be, like I have to be the example and guide these people the right way, and sometimes that is hard, but she like achieves it. Like she has the discipline, she has the focus, she has the authority, she has the control of a father figure, and so she's taking that role despite kind of like not knowing why people want her to have that role. So like, and like she can be your father figure. I feel like it's just gonna be about like, I don't know, her perfecting her role. So like again, I think it's gonna be somewhat of a concept album where every song goes with the song before it is telling a story. And I feel like this could kind of go with Opalite being her, being like, why am I here? Figuring out why she's here. Then Father Figure is her being like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here and I'm the leader. Like I'm in control. Like, you know how like Nicki Minaj says like, these bitches my sons? That's what I think this song's gonna kind of be. Like Taylor Swift being like, I think she's gonna be maybe a little bit braggy on this album, which I think she fully deserves. I don't think people give her the credit that she truly deserves. She's literally the biggest thing in the world right now, and I think that needs to be acknowledged. And I think on this album she's finally going to acknowledge, like, yeah, I'm the most famous person in any room I'm in. She's the most famous person. I'm the father figure. I'm the one people are looking at. I'm the one people are looking up to. I'm the one people are looking to for advice because I know how stuff works. People will want my help. Yeah. Next we have eldest daughter, which again, coming right after father figure, matches up. I think eldest daughter, obviously she is an older daughter, the oldest kid, but like people think it's gonna be like, oh, I'm the eldest daughter and I have all these, but she's like the only daughter. Like, I guess that role it still could apply, but I'm just like, she's not, she's the eldest daughter, she's the only daughter, she only has one sibling. But I think it could be like her being an eldest daughter in the music industry. I feel like at this point with the stars in the 21st century, she is one of the, like, she's been doing this for 20 years, over 20 years at this point. By the time this album comes out, especially, she is one of the kind of elders already in the music industry. I'm sure some people won't agree with me, but I think she is. She's already one of the legends, and I feel like she gets the role of leading this new generation, kind of like father figure, but I feel like it's gonna be more in a way of like, here's the expectations that are put on me for being the eldest daughter, for being the main girl. Next we have Ruin the Friendship. I think this is going to be a friendship breakup song. I'm not going to say what friendship I think it's going to be about because I'm not even trying to start anything. People have their own thoughts. But I don't think this is going to be like a love song about like, oh, me and this boy ruined the friendship and got into a relationship. I think it's going to be like a bad blood, like you ruined the friendship. And I think it's gonna be about like somebody who constantly is feeling like defeated and kind of how that affects people around them. Like, you know, like the loser mentality, or you know how like in the interview with New Heights, she said like, look at your time or your whatever as if it's expensive. I think it's gonna be kind of like that, where she kind of is realizing that some people ruin the friendship because of their negativity that she didn't want around. Maybe also about her growing up and realizing what she needs in life, the people that she wants in her life, and maybe the more negative people, the people who look at everything in a woe is me lens, aren't people that she wants in her life anymore. And maybe her seeking out people who actually uplift themselves and people around them and believe in themselves. Next we have Actually Romantic. I feel like this is gonna be the love song. I think it's gonna be kind of like a, if you know like Bang 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 by Selena Gomez in the Scene, I think it's gonna be kind of a thing of her realizing that what she had before this relationship wasn't actually romantic. I feel like it's gonna be her feeling like she's been swindled, tricked by past relationships, because now she's in this relationship where she actually is realizing what is actually romantic, and she's realizing that maybe she's gonna talk about feeling tricked, feeling like somebody was scheming on her and tricking her into thinking that certain things were the ideal that actually aren't, and she realizes that now. And I feel like it's about her coming to that realization of like, oh, all those relationships, that relationship that I thought was like the best thing in the world was actually horrible, and that was a horrible situation, and what I have now is actually romantic. Like, oh, I used to think hiding away and being with just us two and hiding from the world was romantic, but now I realize going out and letting people see us and talking about each other and hyping each other up is actually what's romantic. Next we have Wish List, a super fun song. It has $2 signs, and if something has $2 signs, it has any $signs, it's fun. No, I think this is gonna be about her kind of just like having fun, finally feeling like she's finally just like getting out there and doing the things that she wanted to do, not feeling like she has to think about, well, how will this be perceived by this person, what will this person think. I think this is generally gonna be her being like, I'm gonna go and like almost like it's called wish list, but I could see it being kind of like bucket list, like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go here and do this, I'm gonna complete my wish list and not worry about what everyone else is wanting out of me. She's not gonna let people's perception again affect it. I feel like this song's gonna be kind of overstimulating, like it's gonna be a lot. Next we have Wood. Everyone's theories for this song have been pissing me off so bad. I'm like, why has no one put, I mean, maybe I could be wrong, but I'm like, why has nobody took Wood and put like thought of like Hollywood Showgirl, Hollywood Showgirl. Wood, short for Hollywood, or like how you have like the hills, the Hollywood Hills. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just gonna be about her. Do you know like La La Land by Demi Lovato? I feel like this might be her version of it. Like being like, I'm in Hollywood, but I'm keeping my head on straight, and I'm not like, I'm still kind and I'm still grateful, and I don't take anything for granted, even though I'm in Hollywood and I could. So I feel like it's gonna be like wish list, and then like Wood's gonna be kind of like the opposite of it, where wish list is like, I'm big balling, I'm doing whatever I want. Wood's gonna be like, but I'm still also that nice girl who just, loves everybody. And I feel like it's gonna be kind of like a more chill song. Like, I see Wood having kind of like a like wildest dreams type sound to it, like very like beachy and breathy, and I feel like it's just gonna be about her like rejuvenating herself and keeping herself like, I guess like Wood could also be like actually like keeping herself grounded. Like, wood is a natural thing, it's something that's one with the earth, so it could also be about her like, I'm in Hollywood, but I'm the redwood forest, and I'm I'm getting very folklore here, but she did say that Max Mountain wanted her to bring like the folklore writing into this, so who knows. Next we have Cancelled with an exclamation point. I feel like this is going to be about her kind of getting over that period where she was canceled and kind of realizing like she doesn't care anymore, because she's so like pretty much being like, I could get canceled tomorrow and I'd be fine with it because I'm so happy where I am now. Like, I kind of feel like this could be like somewhat of a love song of her being like, I'm so happy where I am now that all of this could end tomorrow, and I think might be fine because I'm so happy with where things ended up after like the tour or whatever, that they could get rid of me tomorrow and I would be completely fine with it. Like, and I also feel like kind of like a thing of like, I've achieved more than some people could ever dream of. So canceling at me at this point wouldn't even do anything. Like, at this point, Taylor Swift is a living legend. She could stop being famous tomorrow. Everyone could be like, actually, we're over her, and she is still legendary status. Like, she is still gonna be regarded and talked about as like one of the biggest pop stars of the 21st century, even if she stops tomorrow. And I feel like that's what this song's gonna be about. Be like, I already achieved so much there's like no erasing my legacy at this point. So even if everyone decides I'm canceled or done with tomorrow, I still have all this success. You can't take away everything I've achieved already. So next we have Honey, which is very much a title that like gives nothing. People say Wood gives nothing. To me, Honey gives nothing, because I'm like, that could literally be anything. Pretty much about her like protecting her energy. Like, it's gonna be like, I know like the covers are sweet like honey or slow like honey, and I feel like it's gonna be about her like I don't know, just her protecting. I don't know like the spiritual elements of Honey. I probably should have looked it up, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of like something like that. She loved religious imagery in her songs, so I feel like it's gonna be like, I don't know, I just see like protection. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be something about like, you know how like they say like if you're sick to like drink lemon with honey. This is gonna be her like lemon with honey song. It's gonna be her being like, I'm protected and I'm healed, or I help heal people, like resilience. The last song we have, the last song on the track list is The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter. The thing that immediately comes to mind for this song is it being a song of older show, sorry, I keep shaking the thing, of an older showgirl showing the ropes to the new showgirls, or showing how different being a showgirl is at different points in time. So it's like, what was being a showgirl like when Taylor was coming up versus when Sabrina was coming up. I do think this is gonna have some like funny points to it because it has Sabrina in it, so I feel like it has to. But I feel like it's just gonna also be about like being the best, like kind of Taylor being like, if you want to be a star like me, you have to be the star student, you have to be consistent. I wrote ambitious, diligent, goal-oriented, planner, consistent, star student, studious, grounded, loyal, faithful, and dependable. And then I feel like with Sabrina Carpenter's part, it's going to come in and it's going to be about unity, partnership, attraction, connection, close bonds, joining forces, mutual respect. So it's going to kind of be like, if you want to get far as a showgirl in this life of a showgirl, you gotta have unity, but you also gotta be the best. You gotta like, you know how they say it puts in, you put in work to be the best, or you gotta put in work to be the best. I feel like this is what that song's gonna be kind of like about. Like, if you want to be the star, you gotta put in the work to be the star. It doesn't just happen. It's like productivity. And that's that. So yeah, that was just a quick video of me reading my thoughts on what I think each song's gonna be about. Sorry if this seemed like such just like straight up rambling. It was. But I just wanted to get that out there, so if I'm right, I have proof that I was right about what these songs are about. Hopefully I'll be able to record my reaction to this album. I'm gonna be so mad if I can't figure out how to go about that. I really think I want to do it like in the car, like play this album in the car and like go somewhere and listen to it, so I can be like as loud as I want. But we'll see. But I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.